A slice of wisdom, a concept, a sentiment, a theory, and maybe even a rant from one of your industry colleagues. For the record.
Hello, Carm Capriato here, and glad to have you as a loyal member of the podcast community for aftermarket professionals, and welcome to episode 13 of For the Record with Jeremy O'Neill. Hey, everything you ever wanted to know about this new podcast but were afraid to ask is outlined for you in episode 0. Scroll through your downloads and find For the Record 0. I give you the inside scoop. Now for a slice of Jeremy O'Neill's passion, listen as he shares his perspectives on how to train a service advisor. Find the talking points and links to Jeremy's previous episodes at remarkableresults.biz/F013. You know, the views and opinions expressed are those of my guest and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the author, sponsors, associates, or affiliates of LSTN Media LLC. For the Record is sponsored by the Town Hall Academy, where Andy Bishop says it's like a 40-minute 20 group. So get your fix on. Now here's Jeremy O'Neill for the Record.
Hello, this is Jeremy O'Neill with Advisor Fix and Freedom Auto Repair, and this is For the Record with Carm Capriato. So first I want to say, Carm, thanks for creating this platform for us to voice our thoughts and another way to help the industry. So today's topic, I want to talk about how to train your service advisor. So one of my kids' favorite movies is How to Train Your Dragon. And it's interesting when we look at how to train a service advisor, it can be a lot like training a dragon. You know, service advisors, sometimes they have fire coming out of their mouth, their ears, their hair's on fire. And it's a very, very tough position to fill. And it's a very tough position to manage the behavior of your advisor on a moment by moment basis. Now, one of the things I did last year, my wife still thinks I'm absolutely nuts about doing this, is I went out and I bought a shop and I literally scoured the globe. I found the worst shop in America. Let me rephrase that. I found the worst performing shop in the United States in 2016. We bought it in 2017 and have been on this long mission of turning the shop into one of the best shops in the United States. And we're making an incredible amount of progress. But what I've discovered is this. What I found was it's easy for me to get results, but it's very difficult to have other people get you the results that you want. And as a business owner, most of us who are in this auto repair industry, independent auto repair shop owners, we crave and we desire this business that will help us afford a lifestyle that gives us two things: time freedom and financial freedom. Now, I've seen a ton of shop owners who have part one or part two, but it's rare that you find the shop owner that has both put together. You can see guys and gals who are wildly successful financially, and they're making a ton of money. But guess what? They're sacrificing their time to create that income. They're doers. They go out and do it every single day. What I want, and I want my businesses to do for me, is to give me the financial freedom that I desire, but at the same time, I want time freedom. And I'm at a point in my life right now where I'm 45 going on 46, and my kids are getting older. So my wife and I always have these conversations, and we realize that for the next 10 years, that's a block of time in our lives that we will never get back with our children. And as a dad, as a father, as a husband, as a person, if I don't invest the time in the relationships that are so crucial to me, I will have regrets later in life, and I'm not going to live that way. So why did I pick this topic, how to train your service advisor? Well, in 2010, I started Advisor Fix with the mission to help service advisors around the globe do a couple different things. Number one, create client for life referral relationships, and then increase sales for shops and create profitable sales for that shop. Now, let's look at where we're at in this industry. We have a lot of automation going on. We have digital inspections. We have the digital sales process. In my shop, I can send a quote out to a customer. They can push a button and buy. I don't even have to talk to them. So we can automate our processes. However, that relationship that your service advisor builds with that customer is key to the success of the shop. If your service advisor has an off day, I guarantee you're going to see the results of an off sales performance day. You're going to see the lack in production. You're going to see the gaps in your productivity and the profitability of your company just by a single day that service advisor didn't have their foot on the gas full throttle. So let's talk about how to train your service advisors. One thing that I did, I'm on my 5th crew. I have fired my entire staff 5 times. And I'm not proud to tell you guys that, but I share it with you because I'm not perfect and I've made mistakes. And that's the reason I went back and bought Freedom Auto Repair, was so I could learn the lessons that you need to learn to be successful in today's market. Everything that we're going to talk about is current and relevant. Now, I've made mistakes in hiring. Now, here's what I see most shop owners will do with a service advisor. They'll call me up and they'll say, hey, Jeremy, can I get that disc report? I want to hire this guy. I think he's good, but let me look at his disc. And so we'll run the assessment. We look at the graphs. We say, hey, this guy looks good. Thumbs up. Well, inevitably, sometimes it doesn't work out. And I know every person has hired somebody they thought was going to be an absolute rock star, and then it just failed miserably 2 or 3 months later. And I believe it comes down to this. We don't have enough proper training onboarding processes to properly train the person in the systems and the business processes of how we want the business to run. So here's typically what we'll do. We'll hire somebody. They show up on day 1. We give them a tour of the facility. We show them what to do, how to turn the alarm off, where the coffee's at, how to maybe mop the floor, take out the trash, how to log into the computer. And then inevitably the day happens. And then we go to work and we start doing. And we don't spend any time training. So let's talk about how to create an in-house training program that ensures that every member of your team performs and behaves the way that the business needs them to. So step number 1, create a training plan. We have laid out phase 1, which is a 26-week training process for our new service advisors. Something magical happened this morning. I took out my video camera and my tripod and I set it up in the office. When my service advisor showed up at 7 a.m. today, this is his 3rd week. I should have done this a long time ago. I said, here, sit down. Here's a 4-page document we're going to go through. Here's step 1 in how to write up a customer. And check this out. You know what the magic was? That video camera freaked him out completely because he thought I was going to broadcast it to the world. And for me, it's literally just an internal video to see if he really believes in my processes. So step 1, create your training program. What do you want this person to do? And take it a week at a time. You're not going to sit down for 8 hours in a week and train the person. But if you do 15 minutes a week of solid training time, it's going to be absolute magic. So step 1, create your training plan. Step 2, get your video camera out and record your training sessions. Have the plan written out, the lesson plan for the week, and record it. And you're going to watch the growth. Something happened when I turned on that camera and I was going through understanding the vehicle timeline and why we talk about the vehicle timeline to our first-time customers. You know what I discovered? My service advisor didn't believe in that step and that process. And that's a fundamental step in my process of doing auto repair and helping customers protect their investment in their car. If he's not on board with that and he doesn't believe it, guess what? You've got to go in and do some root core training in the beliefs and help them understand the foundation and the fundamentals of what you want your business to look like. So step 1, create that training plan. Step 2, get the video recorder out and record it. And then step 3, make sure you schedule everyone's training session and block off that time and close the door. Write this down. Your number 1 job is personnel development. As a shop owner, the most important and the biggest payback you can get for your time right now is developing your people. So every minute that you invest in building them is going to pay you back dividends tenfold. And then step number 4, hold them accountable. Give them homework assignments, make them role play, and make sure that you follow through. Understand this. The actions we take every day are driven by our behaviors, and those behaviors will give us the results that we're looking for. Too many times in this business, we're focused on the results without fixing the behaviors in front of it, and we go kicking doors and kicking water bottles trying to fix the problem, but that problem's an internal issue. So I hope this helped you out. So this is how to train your service advisor. And keep in mind, you can use this for training your techs, your shuttle drivers, your bookkeeper, anybody. Get that training plan and make it happen. Thanks for checking us out.
Thanks for listening to For the Record from Remarkable Results Radio. Subscribe to the show on your favorite podcast listening app. Find all Remarkable Results podcast content at remarkableresults.biz. Remember, your learning curve never sounded so good.